Alright everyone, it's just gone 10 o'clock now, about 10:05. Should get another bite, maybe. I'm going to talk about my location, why I chose this swim in particularly. It's my third time at the lake. It's not hard lake, it's not like the big main lake, but I came here today because I'm trying to see if I can catch an upper double out here using the Carp catcher tactics, what I've been telling you like most every video I've been doing. So yeah, I chose the pads because fish like to stock underneath them, and if you like bait it up correctly and place your rig correctly, you should be getting runs. I've had two so far, but I had that bit of a tangle up, so I couldn't get the rod straight back out for another one for the spell. But I think there should be another one. I moved the margin rod out because I'm thinking just keep putting tricking bait in. Then if I see a fish just like roll or circle, reel it in, put a little bit more bait out, and put a rig over top of it. But lately, been asking some questions. Got asked about 5 questions, and we'll answer 5 of them on Facebook. So the first one was, why do I use? Fishing quite tight line, so it might be right. First question I got asked is, why do I use heavy leads? So I use heavy leads because I think, my opinion, is the hook digs in more when the fish shakes its head instead of a light one. A light one could just slightly fluff out, but a stronger one or a heavier one just sticks right down bottom lip or any bit, and they shake their head, it digs in more. Also, you can cast out further. That's why I use 3-ounce leads mostly, because I can cast out further quite far with them, and also I think they do better hook hold. Second question was, how come the line keeps twitching? The other question was, why do I fish blunts quite a lot? I fish blunts quite a lot because I like the lake, in particularly because it's got a lot of fish in it, and I want to catch some of the big ones out of there. Because the bigger fish hasn't been on form lately, so I'm trying to be the first person to catch one of the proper big ones out of there. Third question I got asked is, I can't remember what it was now. Oh yeah, why do I use size 8 and size 10's hooks? Firstly, I like using size 8 hooks is when I do snowman rigs and double hook bait rigs. I use size 10s mostly is when I use a single boilie or a zig rig really, or a little. I usually use size 12 for a zig rig, but size 10 sometimes, depends what I'm using on the hook end. Fourth question was, PVA bags, well I don't use them very much. It's quite a hard question really. I used to use PVA bags quite a lot, but nowadays I like using the boilie approach and putting pellets in, just fishing near margins really, because I think the bigger fish come in the margins. Because I think when people, for example match anglers, usually do it, when they like use maggots or hemp, and hemp goes off usually, chuck it down the edge. I think that little bit of like scattering the boilies, chopped in half, different shapes, usually catches the fish's eye and the bigger fish. That's what I've been doing down blunts mostly. The only time I use solid PVA bags is when I'm really fishing in winter really, like pop up, just have a bed of pellet or a bed of crushed boilies, using the crusher. The final question was, at Wixmere, spotting over zigs work. I haven't tried it myself, but I'll probably use it next season, because people have been doing quite a good success on it. And I had about 12 fish out on one day using zig rigs. But that's spotting over them, so they must have had a really sloppy mix, just keeping the spot going in now and again. I'm not sure what depths they're fishing, but I don't want to ruin it for you, so if you've got a marker float, you can usually fish it. For example, I've been fishing about 7 foot, just half each, because Wix is quite deep. So they're the questions, but I'm going to explain what's happening today, why I chose this lake particularly as well. I chose this lake for the upper double. I haven't seen no fish crash since I've got here, and I'm the only person on the back lake. I could do a bit of walking around the lake, having a look around, using a rod, just putting a bit of bait down, but I haven't seen nothing splash for a while, so that's just occurrences I had. So fingers crossed we have a few more fish. Hopefully that upper double I might catch it. I already ran you through my rigs, so you know what I'm kind of using and what bait I'm using. I already run through the bait, but I'm just tipping off one of these crafty candies as well. Different colours, there's an orange and pinky one to what I've been saying. They smell very fruity, so I have a good tip off for a bit of visual on this kind of lake because it's quite weedy. So if you've got that bit of flash of colour, it should be the one what gets taken first instead of the freebies. So keep you updated, and hopefully we have a bigger fish to show. Right, this one just whizzed off after speaking to you about the questions. Just spoke to you, this one whipped off. Oh. No flaps, wrist on your arms like this. Won't do much harm. That's £6–7. Nice dark, goldy common carp, coming into winter colours now, so lovely carp. Let's get this one back and see if we can get another one. This one was just straight off talking, just whizzed off, so let's get it back and see if we can get it. Right guys, I had spent about 3 to 4 hours in the back lake. Had about 6 fish out. Biggest was £14. Moved to the main lake, so I'm feeling really confident for a bite for some reason. I just said that eagle, I was sitting there, just like, I need to get to here. Ooh, acorn. Acorn main lake down this end. I'm in the slugs one. This is the shallow bit of the lake. I think this afternoon the water might have warmed up down here a little bit. I already spooked one fish when I walked in the swim. I didn't realise it was there. But it looked like a good 20. But I'm just fishing near the pads with my old crafty catcher. The crafty catcher works on here today. I've still got about 3 to 4 hours left in the main lake. If it works, I know I can bring that bait anywhere and catch carp. So fingers crossed. So wish me luck for a big carp out of here. Hopefully I'll catch it for you guys. Right, join me at the end of the session down Boreham here. I've got about half an hour left. So I might as well end it here, because I need to pack up. There's been 4 fish showing. When I was walking around just around the area, seeing some many fish, I spooked the fish in the margins. So that was a good sign, it looked like a decent fish. Didn't realise it was there. It was right in close to the bank. So yeah, I'm going to fish this a few more times. Hopefully put all my time in. Should get a reward. But I've done about 10 sessions on here in total, not this season. 3 seasons I've been joined to CA. I haven't had nothing. So I think it's time to catch a big one out there really. So yeah, I'll see you next time in episode 15. I think? No, 16. See you in episode 16. So yeah, see you in a bit. See you later on guys.